What if Ford brought one of its most legendary muscle car names back and transformed it into a modern performance machine built to challenge today's biggest American icons? The result could look something like this stunning 2027 Ford Torino Cobra, with an aggressive stance, dramatic proportions, and classic Cobra attitude. This modern interpretation has the potential to be one of the most exciting Ford performance cars in years. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a detailed look at the 2027 Ford Torino Cobra, a futuristic interpretation of the legendary Torino name. And because this is a concept-style vehicle rather than a confirmed production model, some specifications and pricing are best treated as estimates. But visually and emotionally, this machine makes one thing very clear. The muscle car era may be evolving, but it certainly isn't dead. From the front, the Torino Cobra looks seriously aggressive. The enormous black grille, sharp LED lighting, sculpted hood, wide front splitter, and muscular fenders give it a road presence that feels closer to a modern supercar than a traditional muscle coupe. The black finish shown here makes the bodywork even more dramatic, while the large performance wheels and low stance create a planted, track-ready appearance. Move inside, and the biggest question is whether Ford could combine this aggressive exterior with genuine everyday comfort. A production version should ideally offer premium materials, supportive sport seats, a fully digital instrument cluster, a large infotainment display, wireless smartphone connectivity, premium audio, and advanced driver assistance technology. Passenger space would likely be strongest for front occupants, while rear seat usability could remain limited. Because of the coupe's performance-focused proportions, technology would be another major selling point. Expect features such as adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, a 360-degree camera, and advanced parking assistance if Ford ever turns this design into a production vehicle. Cargo capacity would probably be reasonable for weekend trips, but this is clearly not designed to compete with an SUV, when practicality is the priority. Performance is where the Torino Cobra would need to deliver. A modern Cobra deserves serious power, and a high-output turbocharged V8 would make the most sense for buyers who want traditional muscle car character. A modern automatic transmission, electronically controlled limited slip differential, adaptive suspension, and performance brakes could transform this car into a genuine grand touring and track machine. Fuel economy, however, would be one of the compromises. Let's be real. A powerful V8 coupe with wide performance tires and aggressive aerodynamics isn't going to deliver economy car efficiency. Depending on the final powertrain, fuel consumption could become a significant ownership expense. Maintenance would also cost more than a normal Ford, particularly when brakes, premium tires, and performance components eventually need replacement. But here's the real question. How much would you actually have to pay? If Ford positioned a production Torino Cobra around the $70,000 to $90,000 range, it could become an interesting alternative to cars like the Chevrolet Camaro-style performance segment, Dodge Challenger-style muscle philosophy, and higher performance Mustang variants. Push the price beyond $100,000 though, and buyers may start looking toward established, luxury performance cars. The pros are clear. The design is spectacular, the heritage is powerful, performance potential is enormous, and the Torino name gives it an identity that many modern cars simply don't have. The cons are equally important. Fuel costs could be high, insurance would likely carry a performance car premium, tires could be expensive, rear seat practicality would be limited, and depreciation could become unpredictable if this remains a niche product. Long-term ownership could realistically mean several $1,000s per year beyond financing, depending on mileage, insurance, fuel prices, maintenance, and tire usage. And unlike a mainstream SUV, this would be an emotional purchase rather than a purely practical one. So should you buy it? If Ford actually builds a Torino Cobra close to the estimated $70,000 to $90,000 range with strong performance, premium technology, and reliable engineering, it could be a smart purchase for enthusiasts who want something distinctive and genuinely exciting. But buyers looking for maximum practicality, fuel economy, or low running costs should stay away. Ultimately, the 27 Ford Torino Cobra would not need to be the most practical car in its class. It would need to be the car that makes you turn around after parking it. And if Ford can combine that legendary Cobra attitude with modern reliability and performance, this could be far more than a nostalgic name. It could be the return of an American icon. Subscribe for more automotive Analysis, because we don't just review cars. We break down whether they actually make sense to buy,